down that up. Okay, great. So I saw this on Twitter 2 or 3 times, and I was like, God damn it, I can't help it. I want to do this. And then I was like, I can't just sit and do this at 6 a.m. and not stream it. So we're also streaming it. But it's going to be very casual. This is nothing. This is almost not content. So we've got a bunch of different categories of Pokemon up top. Normal, fire, water, all of the normal types. And then you've got some fun categories. Starters, gimmick forms. So like, like Mega Pokemon and things like that. Legendary Pokemon. And then I think favorite, because if I click on favorite, nothing happens. So I think it's like, let's say, boom, favorite of this row. And then is there going to be an overall favorite? Oh, down here. Okay. Down here, there's stuff. Okay. Click the shiny charm to turn them shiny. Wait. Oh, so do you like that? Oh, okay. Or click here to turn everything shiny. Okay. Got it. Okay, great. I understand that. Oh, and then team. So I build a team. Click a team box. The team does not change with the grid. Okay. Favorite regional bird. Favorite regional mammal. Okay. God, there's so many different things. I want to pick all of my different kinds of favorites. Look at all that. Look at all these things. Okay, great. Hold on. I got a text or something. It's probably nothing. It's probably the post office emailing me that they do every morning. I hate them. I love the post office. I'm sorry. Okay. I signed up for a thing that was like, let me know when I have packages, but they just end up sending me an email every day being like, here's another scam credit card that we're delivering to you, and they never tell me when I have a package. It almost specifically doesn't tell me when I have a package. Okay. Ooh, favorite pseudo legendary. Oh, wait. Okay. Qualms. Early days, Qualms. I consider Arcanine a pseudo-legendary because of his status as the legendary Pokemon, but that's fine. I get that he does not fit the typical criteria. Fine. Favorite Pikachu clone? Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Because the thing that really got me to decide that I wanted to do this was that immediately normal type Gen 1, I was like, I already cannot decide. Because first things first, Eevee. I go, duh, it's Eevee. And then I'm like, oh, but is it Chansey? And then I was like, wait, does Chansey count as a fairy type? No, Chansey was never a fairy type. I thought in my head maybe they had made Chansey a fairy type. They didn't. So I was like, well, I want Chansey now. And then I remembered my enormous long-time fondness for Persian, a Pokemon I consider underrated, unsung, and Farfetch'd. Again, a long-time favorite. And then one of my oldest favorite Pokemon, Kangaskhan and Porygon. And so I'm like, literally immediately, this is impossible for me. I do think it's between Farfetch'd and Eevee. Well, okay, Pinstripe Battle says this is Pidgeyline Erasure. So first of all, Pidgeyline can go in flying type, so it doesn't need to come from normal type, it can come from flying type. And then could also potentially come from favorite regional bird. Strong chance that Pidgey is the favorite regional bird. Very strong. Not 100%, but very strong. So I might actually have to skip. I might actually have to skip normal type for now because fire type is easy. Boom, Arcanine. That's the easiest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I can't believe how few fire types there are in Gen 1, by the way. I mean, look at this. Look at that. I guess there's a whole water biome where there's only water types. And there's no, but no, because there's also the fucking volcano place, right? Okay. Who's near the top for water? It's a lot of them. Squirtle, Blastoise, Psyduck. Any of the polys could take it. I've always been partial to the polys. No, not these. Not these either. Not these. Not these. Maybe my most quoted Pokemon. I think maybe for both me and Kylie, Krabby is our most quoted Pokemon. We love that. And who doesn't love that? Between me and Isaac, Goldeen is our most quoted Pokemon. I'm always saying the anime version of Goldeen, which I think is so funny, and it's just a woman's voice going, Goldeen, Goldeen, Goldeen. Got another quote. I don't quote Pokemon a lot. I don't say it is weird that there's 3 water types that I'm making the noise of, but the Staryu Link noise where he just goes, yeah, that's another really good one. Just a guy's voice saying yeah. Gyarados I like, but it is not a crucial Pokemon for me. So I think I'm going to have to go. I think I'm going to. Slayer says Kabuto is water type. Yes, water and ground. Right? Water and rock. They're both water rock. That's what it is. They're both water rock, which is why they're great. Oddess says Gyarados is overrated. Yes, Gyarados is overrated. Again, not saying Gyarados is bad, but Gyarados is extremely well loved. I think Gyarados is slightly overrated because of the proportion of people for whom Gyarados is a favorite. God, I just love the punchy. I love the punchy tadpole and also his stupid younger brother. This is maybe the dumbest a Pokemon can be. And Psyduck is here. I genuinely think Poliwhirl is a dumber guy than Psyduck. Because at least Psyduck knows that he's dumb, right? There's just nothing here. This is blank. It's a little basic, but I do, for now, at least want to give it to Squirtle. I do want to... no, that sucks. I'm going to give it to Poliwrath, I mean. Grass. Easy. It's hard. Fuck, it's hard. It's between 2. It's between Bulbasaur and Oddish. I have to leave that one. Gen 1 is a killer. Gen 1 is a killer. These Pokemon are indisputable. People love to say your favorite Pokemon generation is the one you grew up with. Of course you like Gen 1. You grew up with Gen 1. Someone has to be right. I don't believe that there's no way to actually perceive which generation has the strongest designs on average. Um, I really don't believe that. Uh, Someone's got to be right, and unfortunately, I have to be the person who both grew up with Gen 1 and 2 and know that those are the best generations. Because it makes me seem biased, which I admit to being a little biased, but also it's true. They are the best gens. Odessus, can you make the sound of the favorite Pokemon you choose as an extra challenge? I will do it for some of them, and I'll tell you why. Because I would feel like a total ass with doing some of them. But if I remember what they are and they're particularly funny, I will do them. I've always been a Voltorb and Electrode defender, but they're not the best here. Right now, this is a tie between Raichu, Electabuzz, and Jolteon. And if we're being honest, it's a tie between Electabuzz and Raichu. It's Raichu. It is Raichu. I do really like Electabuzz. Electabuzz is like kind of a charmingly ugly design, same as Magmar. Like, Magmar is a bad design, but in a way that I find charming, where you'll see this pop up later on, like these guys. Like, this is what Magmar turns into. Like the design the design philosophy that gets you a Magmar and Electabuzz gets you these guys in 20 years later. Odessa's Electabuzz got screwed by his later evolutions. Yes, Electivire and Magmortar I think are both bad. The Rhydon one, what is it called? I don't even remember what generation it's from. I thought I got it. Oh, there. This thing. What is this thing called? Rhyperior. Yes, thank you, Slayer and Odesk. Yeah. Rhyperior I don't think is quite as bad as Did I lose it? Yeah, as Electivire and Magmortar, which is the worst one, by the way. This is not charmingly ugly. This is just kind of ugly. Elekid I like, but yeah, Electivire I just don't get. I don't like how every Pokemon, like, when they add evolutions to the end of it, they just turn it into a tank. Like, and I don't mean tank like, okay, so obviously Blastoise is a tank, but like, imagine what, like, we don't have to imagine, like, I forgot, we don't have to imagine it. There it is. Like, this is the thing that is weak about modern Pokemon. They can't. Someone needs to teach them the Akira Toriyama philosophy of making the most powerful version of something extremely smooth. Make it look like a monster and then make it smooth again. Oh my god. I saw Slayer say, "Oh my god, I love Long Meowth." Where the fuck is Long Meowth from? And where is Thin Machamp from? Who is this, like, lean Machamp? Where is this from? Is this from Scarlet and Violet, which are the only Pokemon games I have not played? Oh my god, I'm now just noticing this. Holy shit. What if Blastoise but a battleship? Oh my god. Long Meowth is from Sword and Shield? I've never seen that. I played, like, a lot of that. I played like 80 hours of that. Gigantamax forms from Sword and Shield. Oh my god. That's another... God, I just really don't like Gigantamax And what is the one that is the same as Gigantamax but different? What is the word that they can't? It's like two different gimmicks of the Pokemon get big. Um, no, not Megas, and not the Terrastall. That's the Scarlet and Violet thing. I don't really know what that one's about. Is Lean Machamp, is that the Terrastall thing? Because he looks like electric type. Dynamax, yes, Dynamax. I don't, and again, I've played at least 80 hours of the games that feature Gigantamaxing and Dynamaxing, and I genuinely couldn't tell you which one is which and how they're different. And I don't like either of them. Um, just that is like the big weakness of Pokemon as a game franchise is they keep like developing these different gimmicks and then not sticking with the ones that are good. It's the problem that franchises like Kirby and like Sonic the Hedgehog also have, where okay, Gigantamax has form changes, Dynamax just big. Okay. Yes, that's yes. Bad at video games and Shockster both said that. That's right, I think. Um Again, yeah, they're like the same names, but like remember in Ruby and Sapphire they had like the underground city thing? And that was like the first time that a Pokemon game had a gimmick that I was like, this is weird. Why did they do this? I don't understand this like underground little thing. And you could make a little home and decorate it, and I was just like, this is like okay, but this is weird. And then it disappeared and they just couldn't stop. Yeah, secret base, yeah. They just couldn't stop themselves from coming up with like a new weird little thing in every game, and they never put enough time into it to make it actually good, and then they abandoned it. And so there's all these like half-baked gimmicks out there, um that get abandoned because they were never that good. And it's just like, isn't this all energy you could be putting into like making better looking Pokemon? And that's really what I want. I just want better looking Pokemon. And yes, if I had to pick a gimmick, maybe the secret base is the one that I would have picked. You know, a little home, that's kind of fun, I guess. But you know, whatever. Ice type. Oh, so Lapr's throwing me for a loop, but it's Articuno. But not that there's that big of a, there's not that much of a choice. Fighting type. Um, I've always been partial to the Machamp, and Machoke line. But I've also always liked Hitmonchan. But actually, I'm going to go Poliwhirl, and that frees me up over here to take Squirtle. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to grass type. I think I've gotta. No, I lied. Okay. There's a lot of poison types. That's wild. That's wild. I'm gonna make something really easy right now. Boom, Gengar, favorite ghost. Now we don't have to worry about Gengar for poison. Oda says, I love Primeape's new form. It's like evil Goku. Where is that? How do I find that? Is it a gimmick form? Is it in, holy shit. Okay, that's too confusing. I can't look at that. There's too much stuff I don't know in there. Gen 9 Ghost. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 9. Which one is 9? I'm like too far over. Oh, that's okay. So this is 9. Ghost. I don't see it. Is it a gimmick? Oh, there it is. Oh, that is bizarre. What a weirdo. That's a weirdo. Annihilate, it's called. Oh my god. What a freak. I think okay, it's got some pink on it, so I see the Evil Goku comparison, but Evil Goku is so similar to regular Goku. Totally thrown, by the way, by how many poison types there are. Is Oddish a poison type? That's not true. That's not true, right? Maybe they changed it. Is Gen 1 Oddish grass and poison? What a bizarre thing. Shockster says, I believe it has always been poison. Wow. Wow. Well, it's Oddish then. And then grass is then now Bulbasaur. By the way, special shout out to Executor and Execute. Ground, I'm gonna go with Nidoking. I've always loved Nidoking, still love Nidoking. But I can't do that because that would leave me with nowhere to put Cubone and Marowak. Wow, fuck. Oh, this is fucking me up. Okay. We're making hard choices, and maybe this isn't internally consistent. I don't feel strongly about Cubone or over Marowak, but I'm just going to put Cubone as a sort of representation of the line. But then we've got, now, does this feel inconsistent? Because this means that I like, okay, no, this works. This means that I like Oddish more than I like any of the starters. Is that true? I guess it's gotta be. True. Okay, Charizard, Butterfree, Pidgeot, Farfetch'd, Scyther, okay, well, okay, easy. Boom, Dragon. I mean, could not be easier. It's all three of them, but it's Dragonite. Favorite flying type. Let's pick Bug first, because some of these overlap. And it is Scyther. Psychic. I'm not gonna pick a legendary for this. I know that I did for Ice, but we were really limited on this. But I would feel weird putting Mew or Mewtwo in here when I could so easily put it's tough because I love all three of these, and part of me is like, well, Alakazam, obviously, because I never would catch an Abra and not evolve it. But Abra is such a little sweetie. Look at him. Look at him just sitting there. He's just sitting there. Liquid Steeg says, I forgot Firo exists. Hey, Firo was crucial to the plot of the first bit of the anime. Gotta remember. Firo. Uh, CJ says, always thought Starmie was sick, but never had one. Starmie is sick. I really do like Starmie a lot. It's just, it is just, Starmie's one of those ones with, like Kangaskhan and Porygon and Chansey that are like always gonna not be my favorite in any category, but are always going to almost be my favorite. Starmie has a face. The little jewel, that's Starmie's face. Where am I? Okay. I somehow skipped flying. Oh, I did flying to do bugs, so I didn't have to consider Scyther for this. Obviously, part of me wants to put Dragonite in any category where Dragonite is eligible. Part of me wants to put Charizard to get Charmander, my original for starter, represented on here. I have grown to obviously appreciate Bulbasaur. But I think I gotta go Farfetch'd. He's funny. Farfetch'd is one of the comedy Pokemon. Like, first of all, the name Farfetch'd, great, good stuff. Always carrying a leek, uses the leek as a weapon, love it. He's supposed to be rare, but he's like nothing. He's like not interesting. I just love it. He's just like, and then gets totally brought back with one of the, and I don't love a lot of the regional forms. I think that it's kind of a cop out and they mostly don't do a very good job with them. But one of the easiest, best new forms with the dark fighting or the dark type Farfetch'd and then the Surfetch'd evolution. I mean, unbelievably good from Sword and Shield. Just some of the best stuff for sure. I'll put Farfetch'd in there. And then Psychic. Rock type. I never liked Rhydon, but I have a Rhydon that I use all the time in Pokemon Go. And he's so good. And it made me kind of like Rhydon. Surprised by how few rock types. I guess Aerodactyl. Did that suck? No, Aerodactyl's cool. Whoa, why do these count as a dark type? Is it because they have no type? Okay, so we've got the 5 missing no's. Your standard missing no, your ghost type missing no, and then the 2 fossil missing no's, and then the yellow Pikachu missing no. I don't have really any experience with any of the missing no's except for the original missing no, who, despite words of warning, I would catch in every Pokemon game I ever had on that first gen. Steel type, Magneton, I guess. Jigglypuff. I like Mr. Mime, another comedy Pokemon, but Jigglypuff. Gimmick form. Now, this is tough because I don't really know. Hey, did anyone ever tell me who this was? Who this, the Svelte Machamp was? That says, what do you think of the new Pokemon Go gadget? I actually don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it's Gigantamax Machamp. Okay. Oh my god, this Eevee. What the fuck? Did I pick Eevee for favorite normal? Oh, I skipped normal type. Wow. Okay, so I have almost no experience with any of these things. So I've got to really go off design here, and we will get to me not knowing who some of these Pokemon are, despite having played every gen except for Scarlet and Violet. Okay, no, maybe. No, no, sorry, Gengar. Maybe. No, maybe. I don't like that they made Gyarados look smaller. Like, he looks literally shorter. Um, uh, Liquid, is it Steeg or Steig? It's gotta be Steeg, right? The Snorlax is so big, it has an ecosystem growing on its belly. Yeah, love that. I think that's great. I don't know why someone said what we can do for Eevee is Steig. Okay. Let's take an Eevee and make it big and also like kind of weird looking and less cute. That's a bizarre move. I much prefer this Gengar that's going to swallow you up to this one over here. I love this Butterfree. I mean, this is so good to me. I don't have any opinion on this less fiery Charizard versus this more fiery Charizard. And obviously this flower eating itself Venusaur is better than the normal Venusaur up here. I mean, normal, other form, whatever that is. The Butterfree is so strong. I'm having a hard time being like, but long Meowth, even though I want to be like long Meowth. And I also want to be like big Snorlax. Mew. I love Articuno. I love Moltres. Zapdos used to be my favorite, but now is my least favorite. Go figure. I even like Mewtwo, but it's just got to be Mew. And, not quite done. Let's go back. All right, so we got Farfetch'd in there. Big ups to Chansey and Porygon, but I got to go with Eevee. Love Eevee. And this is tough because I love Arcanine and I love Gengar and I love Eevee. It's so close. Even Mew is up there, honestly, but I cannot resist. It has got to be Dragonite once again. I mean, the only comedy Pokemon that also is badass. All right, Gen 2. Let's hope. I think this is going to be easier. Right off the bat, we've got another toughie featuring Porygon and Chansey in Porygon 2 versus Blissey. But I'm going to go Blissey. No. Because I know. Where the hell is Porygon Z? I know that Porygon Z is probably going to win this. Is Arceus in? Oh, Arceus is just normal type, I guess. Yeah, Porygon Z is going to win this one. We're skipping ahead, but I won't put it in yet. I just love that they were like, let's make him smooth, and by making him smooth, turn him into a duck. That's great. Good job. Fire type. This is weird because I do love the Cyndaquil line. And I used to be a really big fan of Ho-Oh and Entei, but I don't know if I am anymore. I like weirdly was like very passionate about like Ho-Oh over Lugia for a really long time, and I think that I don't feel that way anymore. By the way, it is weird that Ho-Oh is fire and flying and Lugia is psychic and flying instead of ice and flying. Like, why don't they match? What the fuck was that? That's so weird. Especially because Lugia looks like an ice type, right? Like, it's not, it wouldn't be weird if Lugia was flying and ice. I guess they don't want one to be like better than the other. I don't know. Uh, Ramona says, I always thought it should be water flying. He's literally blue, but he's also like blue and white, and ice is blue and white, kind of. I don't know. I just think it's weird that they don't match. They have nothing to do with each other. I also like Ho-Oh as having a cameo in the is it the first episode of the anime or the second? Um, I think I might just go. I think I got to go with Cyndaquil. Water type. Oof. Love Slowking. I like Kingdra. Suicune I kind of like. Um, Wooper and Quagsire I like. Politoed. Don't care for Politoed. Why would you mess with a perfect trio of Pokemon? Odessa Suicune just got a wild alt form. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, I think that this one's got to be. Oh, I also like blue, Pika-Blue. Everyone loves Pika-Blue. I'm gonna go Totodile. I think it is a sign that there is a little bit of a weakness to a generation when your favorite Pokemon for water, grass, and fire are the starters. Or maybe it just means that you've got really killer starters. I mean, I mean, only Squirtle is the best, and it's really close. With these, it wasn't even that close. I mean, ugh. Yeah, they are really good starters. I think it's a little bit of both, that there's a weakness. There also weren't that many new Pokemon. Mareep and Flaffy and Ampharos, love them, but I'm gonna go. It's hard to pick when you like the whole line. It's hard to be like, well, this is the one, but Mareep. Sneasel. Heracross. Crobat. One of the best, like, post facto evolutions, I think. I think Crobat fixes Zubat, Golbat. Ground type. Oh, yeah, it's Phanpy and Donphan, but okay, flying type. We just picked Crobat. I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for Ladybug. That's this thing's name, right? And Murkrow. I like Murkrow. But I think that Murkrow, sorry, cannot go into dark. So this would have to be where Murkrow goes if Murkrow goes somewhere. Let's skip flying. Flying is kind of a weird one because it's like a lot of multiple type. None of the, it's not going to be one of these ones. Although they're in psychic too, right? Oh my god, all of the unknowns. No, it's not going to be one of the unknowns. Um, wow, that's easy. I can't believe they invented Dragon type. And then, wait, did they invent Dragon type? Was Dragon new? Was originally Dragonite just normal and flying, and they invented Dragon type for Gen 2? Is that right? No, Dragon was Gen 1? Okay, Dragon was Gen 1. I can't believe they only did one new Dragon type. That's ridiculous. Okay. What is this? Rock? Okay, rock. Tyranitar, I believe is overrated, but I also believe there's not much else to go here. Sudowoodo, I like. Comedy Pokemon, obviously. Shuckle, comedy Pokemon. But Tyranitar is good enough that despite being overrated, I also like the fucking Tears of a Clown Pagliacci eye makeup that Larvitar has. um Oh yeah, Shockers is not even one Dragon type evolution line, just one Dragon type Pokemon. Yes, yeah. Um Ramona says the thing about Dragon type is it was built to be busted, so they didn't want to make too many of them. Is that true? I mean, Dragon type. I mean, because then look at what they do. Look at that. And they do bring in Fairy, of course, to fix Dragon. I don't know. I don't know what the okay, I'll tell you this. The meta in Pokemon Go is like very dragon heavy. But it's the easiest thing to counter in the world, you know? Like you know, I'll go into a battle and it's like everyone's first Pokemon is a dragon. And you just have a Gyarados that knows Dragon Tail as its primary move, and you just melt the other team. And if they happen to have a second Dragon type, which they often do, then you have a Sylveon, which is an excellent Pokemon in its own right. But again, it will kill a Dragonite by looking at it. Okay. This one, you shouldn't even have to fill this one out. It's Espeon. It's Espeon, and it's obvious. Heracross is close, but Scizor. One new ghost type. Wow, they really, really do ghost dirty. Again, cannot be bothered to fill this one out. It's Umbreon. It's Umbreon, and it's insulting to ask me. I do like Murkrow. And I like Houndour and Houndoom. Well, Houndoom is a little... I like Houndour. Steel. Well, I don't really want to... I don't want to pick... I'll pick Heracross and I'll put Scizor in here. I like Heracross more than Steelix. I'm a big fan of Snubbull and Granbull, but I cannot deny Togepi. I won't do it. This is tough. I'm gonna put the first one. I'm just not even gonna consider the evolutions. It can't be Totodile because Croconaw is the worst out of all of these, and Feraligatr is the worst. Well, Feraligator's worse than Typhlosion anyway. I don't know if it's worse than Bayleaf's older brother. In my head, I just call it Magnesium. What is it called? Elenox says, Keith, you can turn the Pokemon shiny. That's true. But I've never caught a shiny Pokemon really in my life. I'll turn everyone shiny real quick. Obviously, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. That's okay. That's the same. Arcanine's fine. This sucks. This is fine. Mareep is funny. This is like just slightly worse. This is the same. This sucks. This sucks. This is great. I mean, this is really great. The Snot Green Poliwhirl, love it. This sucks though. This is fine. See, this is the thing. Shiny Pokemon aren't very good. Like almost uniformly are like either the same or worse. Some of them are really good. There's every once in a while you'll get a shiny that's like really good. But they're so rare. It's almost like, do I like the regular Umbreon? Yes. Do I like the shiny Umbreon that has blue rings? Yeah, I think it's really great. Do I think that that means that 1 in 100,000 or whatever it is, Umbreon should be blue? Like, no, just make like half of them blue. Like, who cares? Just make half of them blue. Yeah, shiny Dragonite is funny. I will do. If I didn't, yes, shiny Dragonite is similar to shiny Poly. They use the like different horrible greens. I like Scyther is like, what if just like a little greener? But yeah, they use this like these different horrible greens. I know these are all different greens, but they're like all kind of shitty greens. I can't believe how high the miss rate on shinies are. I think it's got to be Cyndaquil. Yeah, I think it's Cyndaquil. Oof. Okay. Which of the which of these? These are so stupid. Oh my god, these are so dumb. Okay, let's pick a flying type. Jumpluff is flying? That's so funny. I gotta go Lugia. Nothing else here. Nothing else here deserves it. Appleox has gotta be L'Oreal Ampharos. That's really funny. Yes. I kind of like this like squashed Heracross. Steelix. This is 10%. This is just Steelix with an extra 10%. I like that they sort of made Scizor look like Deoxys. Like this could easily be like a Deoxys form. I think I'm gonna go with the weird Heracross. And it's gonna be Lugia. Favorite of the generation. I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be Espeon. Yeah, it's Espeon. Gen 3. Now, in my head, this is the gen that I remember the least from. But we'll see if that's true. Actually, I think that I will know the names of the Pokemon more than like Gens 5 or 6. But like, there'll be a surprise when I see them. I'll be like, oh, yeah. But that could be wrong. That's my impression of how this will go. Okay. Normal types. This is a weak bunch. I like Slakoth, I think is what its name is. I used to like the Whismur to Exploud line, and I like Swablu, but this is a weak set. Azurill, maybe? I think it's maybe Azurill. Or is this Azumarill? Which one is the 1 and the 3? Oof. This is the weakest lineup of fire types maybe in in the history of Pokemon. This is embarrassing. I mean, it's got to be Torchic. It's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. I like Torchic. I sort of like. This is actually maybe one of the few times where I like a middle evolution starter more than the third evolution. I like Combuskin more than Blaziken. Right off the bat, I'm feeling like this has got to go to Mudkip or Marshtomp. I like Marshtomp a lot. I'm gonna give it to Marshtomp. I like them trying to do like, what if we made Gyarados but gay? I mean, really nice job there. It's unfortunate that it never caught on, but I will pick Marshtomp. This guy's great. Can't remember his name at all. Yeah, never in a million years could I tell you what this guy's name is. Breloom. I like Breloom. And I like Tropicana. What the fuck is this one called? I don't know. And then the Nuzlocke, not Nuzlocke, Nuzleaf trio is fun too. Swifttree. I don't remember this one's name. Nuzleaf and Swifttree and something. Tropius. This is Tropius. C dot. Yes. Thank you, Slayer. That's C dot. I'm gonna go. Oh, this is like a lot of like nothing that I hate. Well, I don't like this thing. Nothing that I hate, but nothing that I love. So let's go back to that. Comedy Pokemon, though. So maybe let's placeholder the comedy Pokemon. Weak. Very weak. These are all C+ Pokemon. I like Electrike. This is... I say a lot of the time that Gen 3 is my least favorite gen. But in the back of my head, I think I'm being too hard on it. And now I'm looking and I'm like, I am not too hard on this gen. This gen's not very good. Regice, Walrein, Snorunt, Regice. Baskin says, I like Snorunt kind of. Yeah, I like Snorunt. Nothing against Snorunt or this one. Whatever this one is. Glalie, yeah. Ice Fortress is what I call it. Fighting types. Some of my least favorite fighting types, for sure. I'm gonna have to go with Combuskin. This is one of my least favorite. Gulpin. And then this thing, Swalot, I believe. Roselia, I guess. Whatever. Ground. Oh, and here we're actually starting the stretch of like the box art legendaries being bad. For ground, I'm gonna put Flygon. This could also go in Dragon, but actually for Dragon, Salamence, another overrated Pokemon, I think. Not terribly overrated. Maybe I'll put Rayquaza in here. Again, overrated, but and I like Altaria. I guess I'll put Altaria here. Is that thing called Altaria? Am I going crazy? I'm going to put Altaria there. I like Flygon more than Altaria, but I'd rather just put Flygon in here. And then flying. God, you're really making me put. Do I like Salamence or Rayquaza more? I guess Salamence. Here we go. Here's some good choices. Why not? Love Why Not. Love Why Not. Love Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's the only thing in Gen 2 that gives Espeon a run for its money. Another comedy Pokemon? Love it. Why Not? Also a comedy Pokemon. But I cannot deny... Oh, and I like Jirachi. I like Jirachi, and I like the Metagross line, but I cannot deny the Ralts line. I've got to give it to Gardevoir. Love Gardevoir, love Ralts. The middle one I don't care about at all, but who cares? These things, these might as well not exist. Take them out. I would love, like, I really think that Pokemon should come to me. This is sort of like my Sonic opinion, where I'm like, Sega should hire me to just like hear all of their ideas for Sonic, and I can say yes or no, and that I think that that would single-handedly make Sonic games good again. I believe that Game Freak should hire me to cull the Pokemon lineup. I can take out probably about 30% of the Pokemon. They'll just never be in another Pokemon again. They will just be permanently deleted. And it will make Pokemon a better game. And I'll be really fair. Like, I would do a really good job. Maybe that's another stream that we can do. I'm going to like pitch my call list. What even is this list? This is dog shit. This is terrible. I guess it's Ninjask. Wait, which one is this? This is... Someone tell me the name of all three of these. These aren't all Ninjask, right? Rohei says Wurmple is the only choice. Shedinja is the last one. Or maybe these are both Shedinja. Nincada, Ninjask, Shedinja. Thank you, Shockster. Yes. Wurmple is fine. Number one, it's worse than Weedle. Number two, it's way worse than Caterpie. So it's not fine in that regard. And then it evolves into Silcoon and Cascoon, who are, again, worse than both Metapod, the only good Cocoon Pokemon, and Kakuna, the second best or least worst Cocoon Pokemon. And then it evolves into Beautyfly and Duskox, which again are both not very good. This thing's okay. Yeah, Surskit's okay. I'm gonna have to go with yes, I've left out these two, Armaldo, the fossil bugs. I think that these really are the right answer. But I like this weird little bug, so I'm gonna pick him. Nincado. Ooh. Yeah, this guy gets his comeuppance. What's the opposite of comeuppance? He gets his due here, and then Ninjask can come. Look at that. That worked out perfect. Everything that I liked gets a little piece. For Dark, I'm a big Absol fan, and shout out to maybe the first like non-legendary Pokemon that like doesn't evolve that we've picked. I'm like looking at this list over really quick, and as far as non-evolving Pokemon that aren't legendaries, I think Absol's the first one that gets a shout out. It's not the first one that deserves it, because Kangaskhan was one of the first things that we weren't sure about. Jirachi is Steel type. I forgot. Well, we're gonna go with Aggron. No, we're gonna go with Metagross. Metagross. Oh, we can have things. We can have things multiple ways here. Okay, so we can put Gardevoir here. We can put Metagross here. Put Aggron there. Look at that. Starter. Marshtomp. Mudkip I like, but I think that it is. Everyone knows that Mudkip is cute, and so shout out to Marshtomp for being a really good Gen 3. Gimmick form. Oh, I got the chat paused by mistake. Robust Laser says I go with Gross like boss. And then Applelock says Heracross as in like Metagross. I also think it's Gross. Wow, look at this. Holy shit. Someone said that one of the Pokemon from this gen got a wild alternate form recently. Who was? What were we talking about? Or maybe it was maybe it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we were talking about. Mega Swampert's really funny. Neither of these are impressive to me. Mega Gardevoir is not impressive to me. Mega Mawile is not. Oh, Suicune. Suicune got a Paradox form yesterday. Okay, so would not be in here. I'll tell you what's got a shot of this. Swampert. Oof. Swampert. Absol, I guess. No, it's just worse. It can't. That's the thing. It can't be. Like, when I look at it, I can't go, it's just the normal one, but worse. That can't be part of it. Like, I have to just go like, oh, it's like so, it's like not the same thing. Like this is just Blaziken, but worse, right? This is like Absol, but worse. So Salamence, but worse. Metagross, okay, so that's something. Rayquaza, that's something. Swampert, that's something. I'm gonna give it to Swampert. What the hell? Rohei says Sableye with the big gem is pretty funny. Yeah, that's a comedy Pokemon, I think. Yeah, I like that. Favorite legendary? It's gonna be Jirachi. Yeah, it's gonna be Jirachi. And my favorite of all of these. Okay, maybe Swampert, maybe Flygon. You know what? It's between Gardevoir and Jirachi. I'm gonna go Gardevoir. Gen 4. Okay. We've got the Starly and the Staraptor line. This is a fan favorite bird line. I think that Starly is not a good one. Staraptor is fine, but I think that this is actually kind of a weak entry for me. Bidoof, I didn't understand for a really long time until the last year or two when Bidoof kind of became like a dark horse fan favorite early game Pokemon, and I saw a bunch of people's takes on Bidoof and was like, okay, I guess I see it now. Oh, but it's not a contest because it's Porygon Z. He went psycho. Porygon went freaking psycho. Oof. This is really bad. I would feel bad picking like Fire Form Rotom here because it's a legendary, and two, it's like the alternate form of a legendary. But it's definitely not any of these three. It's definitely not Infernape, and it's definitely not Magmortar, and it's definitely not Heatram. Jeez. Piplup is okay. Empoleon is okay. Shockster says Rotom is debatably legendary. I don't know. I think, when you can only catch a Pokemon one time, that makes it legendary. Yes, that is true. Rotom has been downgraded from legendary. Like it's not legendary, but it was legendary in this one. I mean, well, let's see what this thing says. This is not listed in the legendary. This one has some of the best and worst legendaries in the history of Pokemon. These three are terrible. These two are really almost terrible. I've heard it both ways. Giratina, Giratina. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Giratina. I've been saying Giratina for my whole life. What is this? Cresselia? Giratina, I like. Regigigas, I really like. Manaphy, I like. Darkrai, I like. Shaman and Skyform Shaman, all time legendary Pokemon for me. Love them. Shocker says this is when they started making legendaries out the ass. That's true, but look at how many Gen 3 has. Almost as many. Like just 1, 2 less. And on the whole, I think not. It's tough. I think the 3 original Regis are not very good. These 2, whose name I'm blanking on, are not very good. Kyogre and Groudon are not very good. Rayquaza's okay. Jirachi I really like. Deoxys I'm hot and cold on. Some of the forms, I guess, if you only count the 4 Deoxys forms as one, then you're right. But even still, it's double the previous gens, basically. I won't fill it in, but we know it's going to be Shaman. Fione is the baby version of Manaphy. Ask me to explain that one. I cannot. You can't make an egg with a Pokemon, but you can get an evolution. Is it the only legendary Pokemon that evolves? I think it is. Water type. Yikes. I think that I'm going to go with Manaphy here. Grass type. Turtwig, I like. These two, I can't remember the names of them. Abomasnow, I like. Oh, great, Leafeon, perfect. Love Leafeon. Electric, all the Rotoms. Luxray. I like the Rotoms. I already picked a Rotom here. We're gonna go Luxray. Ice. Let's go with Abomasnow. Well, let's see. Yeah. I like Glaceon. I hate its tusks. I wish that they just didn't have tusks like that. I think that is the thing that really holds Glaceon back. In some art, it looks like good. Mamoswine. Fighting, easy. Lucario. Love Lucario. Lucario is Lucario is not the originator of the like Pokemon being too furry thing, where they like way too many designs are just like could be someone's fursuit. But it is definitely like the famous popularizer of that. Like you can see that it's not true just based on. I know fighting type is like, well, if they're going to be anywhere, it's going to be the fighting type because you have to punch. But like, look at all these guys. These are OCs. Torterra, yes. Elenox is too furry. Yeah, Pokemon's too furry. Too like anthro furry character. Like I remember with the cat when I can't remember this thing's name. Sprigatito? When Sprigatito was released, I remember people being like, for the love of God, don't just make it another anthro furry character. And of course they did. This is like, it is not the biggest problem with Pokemon designs, but it's definitely one of the problem with Pokemon designs. I mean, look at this. It's a duck, and then it's a guy. It's a cat, and then it's an anthro cat. At least this one stays on all fours. It's just a well that they pull from too often. Because the Pokemon fan base is split between genuine furries and then just Pokemon fans who like Pokemon designs. Obviously, the Pokemon fans who are furries are, I think, not bothered when, you've got Gardevoirs all over the place. Poison type, Roserade, the Skunks. Robust Laser says, I think they're fine to have one furry evolved starter per gen. And yeah, the average is 2. And I Robust Laser saying, and I say this as a furry, they should not have more than that. Oda says, I love the Scorpion guy. Yeah, I like the Scorpion guy. This is kind of a weak one for me. I prefer the little. I like Scorpy more than Drapion. What is that one called? I think it's Drapion. I don't know why I think that. What's going on with Dragon? Is there someone? No, I wouldn't pick any of those over Garchomp. And so for this, I will pick. I've already got Mamoswine here. So I guess I can pick. I'm free to pick whoever out of all of these Pokemon that I love. Maybe Torterra, I guess. Torterra reminds me of Spike from The Land Before Time. And then flying, it's going to go with... Oh, well, let's look at fairy. Okay, obviously, we can get Togekiss. Not Togetic, that's the middle one. Honchkrow. It's going to be Honchkrow. Honchkrow, a great post facto Pokemon evolution. The evolution to Murkrow that I think people forget are not from the same gen sometimes. I know I do. For Psychic, it's going to be Gallade. Odysseus Shaman's flying form is going to be very cool. Is very cool too. Yeah, that's going to be the legendary pick for this, for sure. There's no way that it's not. Even if I like a legendary one more, I'm going to try not to put them in the like main thing because it just seems unfair. And because they get their own designated spot. Bug. Yanmega, I guess. Again, very weird that Yanma gets this evolution, Yanmega, 2 generations later, and it's like, hey, we realized that Yanma isn't a good enough Pokemon, so we just made it a little bigger and a little meaner looking. Okay, sure. Rock type, I've always kind of liked these two, but not very much. Comedy Pokemon, love to see it. Bonsly, I like Bonsly. If you asked me, like, which one of these Pokemon would you have, like, in your party, the only one I would pick is Rhyperior. So I'm going to go Rhyperior. Ghost type. Rotom. Ooh, dark type. Okay. So I like Weavile. There's a lot of evolutions to Gen 1 Pokemon or Gen 2 Pokemon here. We have Sneasel and Weavile. We've got Misdreavus and Mismagius. We've got Bonsly into Sudowoodo. We've got Yanmega from Yanma. That's kind of weird, right? We've got Gallade from Gen 3 from Corellia, Honchkrow from Murkrow. That's weird, right? Baskin says, I don't know if it's because of the remakes coming out about the same time. That's a good point. Someone asked if they introduced the exclamation and question mark unknown in this gen. I don't think so because I don't see it in here. Are they not psychic type? We just picked Honchkrow for flying. So I guess we can pick Darkrai, but I don't like Darkrai that much. Maybe we should just do Skyform Shaman there. No, because I want Shaman to be in there. Who was it before? Was it Togekiss? No, it was Honchkrow. Yeah, none of these are speaking to me. I like Sneasel. I think Weavile's a big miss. Sneasel's great. Sneasel is a great Pokemon. They kind of ruin it with Weavile here. So I guess I'm gonna pick Darkrai, even though I'm not passionate about that choice at all. Steel type. This is not somewhere that I want to be. I mean, I guess I guess I can pick Railu for there and put Lucario there. Starter Piplup. Gimmick form. What is this? Oh, that's wild. Obama Snow. Love it. Favorite. Okay. Leafeon, Riolu, Lucario, Skyform Shaman. These are all potentials. I'm going to go with... Oh, 2 Eevee forms in the favorites. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to that and make sure that that's still how I feel. Because Sylveon's probably also going to be up there. So maybe we don't want half of our favorite Pokemon to be Eevee evolutions. We're on to Gen 5. This is wild. I don't know what to do about this. I like... Is this... No. What is... Is one of these called Braviary? No, that's something else. I don't know. What are these two called? Appalock. Is it Appalock or Appalach? I don't know. Appalock. I would say Appalock reading that. Anyway, they say Audino, my precious. Audino to me always felt like bad, not bad, but they were just like knockoff generic brand Clefable. Appalac. Okay. I genuinely don't remember this thing having so many forms, and I actually kind of really like that. I think that's pretty cool. Pidove or Pidove, I think is actually kind of weak, but Unpheasant I like a lot. I genuinely do not know what these deer ones are called. But I think that I'm going to go with one of them. Unless there's well, let's see what's in flying. So we've got, I really like these two. Again, blanking on their name. Deerling and Sawsbuck. Treasure Buddy says early stream. This is nice. Yeah, I happened to be up early this morning, and I saw this thing on Twitter, and I was like, if I'm gonna spend upwards of an hour filling out this Pokemon thing, I should do it live. I love these two. The fossil birds. So they're gonna go flying, and then for this, I'm gonna do Unpheasant. Victini is gonna be a strong contender for the legendary type here. I won't lie. I do like Tepig and Emboar, but I may just have to put Victini in there unless... Okay, we've got some choices in there. Let's go back. Let's put Victini in there because I want to free up the legendary slot. These have grown on me. Oshawott, I never liked. I still don't like Oshawott, but I do like these things now. I don't even know what they're called. This one is called I'm not gonna get it. Someone earlier said something. Someone earlier said Yanmega was a Digimon ass Pokemon. This thing, Samurott. Thank you. I'd ask. Samurott is a Digimon ass Pokemon to me. This is one of the most Digimon Pokemon that exists. We've got Keldeo, aka Princeton, the powdered sugar horse. Shout out to Friends of the Table and that stream that we did a little bit ago on Friends of the Table, playing through Prince Aton Bluff version, the Pokemon, the Friends of the Table Bluff City X Pokemon fan game that someone made. It was really good, and Keldeo was the powdered sugar horse, and actually gave me an appreciation that I never had for Keldeo. I'm gonna go Samurott here. Keldeo will have their chance. Now this, finally here, we are at one of my favorite. We're at one of my favorite starters, the Snivy to Superior line. I'm going to go Snivy. These Cloud guys are terrible. And then also Reshiram and what's the other one called? Zekrom. Reshiram is this one, I think, and Zekrom is this one. Terrible. Terrible. These Cloud guys, terrible. Victini, excellent. Keldeo, excellent. Some of the other of the whatever the gang is that they hang out in, like, I like this guy. This guy I don't know about. Genesect, fine. These two, what is this? This is nothing. I'm gonna go Joltik. I wish that there was a better one to put there, but there's not. Oh my, what are these? What are these? Is that not, what is that? Oh, is this like an alternate form of Reshiram? Are these three? Is this an alternate form of Reshiram and Zekrom, and then like a Reshiram Zekrom hybrid? Q-Rem, right. I sort of remember that. Rosamorph in the chat says Q-Rem from Black and White 2, which I never played. I played Black and White 1, but I forgot about Black and White 2. And then the fusion. Oh, so one of them is Q-Rem. One of them is a Reshiram Q-Rem hybrid, and one of them is a Zekrom Q-Rem hybrid. Gotcha. Okay. We're gonna go with this one. Is this vanilla? Which one of these is Vanilla Ice? I'm gonna go with the third one just because it's a double scoop, and that's what I would eat. Fighting type. I forgot all of these guys are fighting types, but we're gonna go with Emboar. The middle is Vanilla Ice. Yeah, okay. What is the third one called? Venipede? I'm gonna go with. Oh, well, this one is Sandile. What is this one? Which one of these is Crocodile? I think. And then you've got Golem. And then something else. What are these called? Let's go to Ghost. Let's see if there's anything better for ghosts. I didn't know that these two were ghosts. Golett and Golurk. Right. I guess Golurk for here. I guess I like Golett better. He's a little guy. Um For flying, I put not Arkin is the first one. What does Arkin evolve into? Arkin evolves into Archeops. Archeops. So maybe I'll actually do Unpheasant for flying, Archeops for rock, and give a shout out to this Sawsbuck, the spring type, I assume Sawsbuck. Because I didn't recognize them and I thought that the seasonal forms looked fun. Okay. Oh, I lost the chat. Odyssey says there's so many legendaries here. Yeah, it's funny because they've got so many legendaries. I mean, oh my god. We've got a 25% increase. We got a 33% increase over the last list, which was itself like a 33% increase over the last one. And then they're like multi-type in a way that like was not that common before. So they're just like showing up all over the place. Drillbur and the other one, whichever one is which, those are fine. These toad things are whatever. No, they're not. They're bad. I'm gonna go with the little crocodile, Sandile, I think. Psychic. Oh, this is easy. I really like these three. I can't explain it, but I've always liked Solosis, whatever the fuck this one is, and Rayunculus. Love them. In a long line of psychic types that you think would be grass types but aren't because of their color. Looking at you, Gallade and Gardevoir. Poison. Wait, bug. Odessa's Crustle was my Pokemon Unite. Man, Crustle was really good in Pokemon Unite. But I do like this weird moth thing. Mothim? Is it called Mothim? No, it's not Mothim. What is it? Volcarona. Right, Volcarona. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm opening up DaVinci Resolve by mistake. Okay, dragon type. Haxorus. That's what this thing's called, I believe. And then you've got Drudigan. And then you've got Dino, whatever this one is called, and then Hydreigon. I'm gonna put Hydreigon there. I think. I like Hydreigon. Okay, dark type. Let's see. This is not. I don't want to. I don't want this. I don't care about this. Zoroa, I guess. Oh, I like this thing. Let me see the bugs. I actually really do like these two and then these two have like a weird thing about. I don't remember what the thing is. I like this one, these two the best, but I do like the weird night bug. So we'll do weird night bug. Um, well, that's easy. This thing, I guess. Starter Snivy. Gimmick form. Ooh. The gimmick form for Audino is great. Look at that. That thing's a freak. That thing's freaky. Okay, so we already put Victini over there. Did we put Keldeo somewhere? Oh. No. All right, so it's definitely going to be Keldeo. Normal form, not resolute form. Shout out, Genesect is kind of cool. Again, that's a kind of a Digimon-y Pokemon. That's fine. Love Victini, but we already picked Victini for something else. I like this weird guy, Coblone. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. But a bunch of trash. A bunch of trash. From here to here. Two plus full rows of trash. And then this is trash, and then this is trash. Pokemon, get better. Although, I will say, this is kind of tough. Snivy is doubled, but starters can double. That's the only one that I'm fine with doubling. Yeah, Snivy is doubled. Cyndaquil is doubled. Bulbasaur is only not doubled because Oddish is so good. Favorite. That's tough. Victini is up there. Snivy is up there. If I'm being honest, it's probably not going to be Ranculus. I think it might be Victini. The first, again, you know, maybe it's a sort of spaghetti at the wall thing. Or maybe it speaks to the low quality of the overall designs. But the first legendary that actually makes a favorite, it just took them making 20 legendaries for one of them to be the favorite. God, I cannot believe. As I care less about the gens, things will go faster. Okay. You are now at Gen 6. This is X and Y. Okay, so this is the first one with Gigantamax then, because we've got a bunch of different forms here of things. For normal type, I'm actually shocked at how few there are, and most of them are alternate forms of things. But justice for Kangaskhan. That's who goes there. And again, we're going to see a lot of forms of things. This guy was almost my starter pick for this gen, but I really hate the design of the fucking Gandalf Fennec Fox that they tried to sell us. I did not buy this. I like Pyroar kind of. I guess I'm going to have to go with Mega. Oh, Mega, right. No, these aren't Dynamax. These are Mega. Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Charizard. Mega Blastoise, pass. Mega Gyarados, pass. Swampert has already been showcased. This is water type? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's gonna be Greninja. I like Greninja. Mega Venusaur, Mega Abomasnow. This is one that's grown on me. Chespin to Chestnut. I did not like Chespin or Chestnut at first. I still really don't like this middle guy, but all middle Pokemon get a pass. I'm gonna go with Pumpkaboo. Wait, Ghost? I'm gonna go with Pumpkaboo. And then I'll give it to Chespin. Chespin's grown on me. What the fuck is this one called? Dedendi? This like weird little Raichu. I actually don't even know what this is called. I've never liked. I want to say that this one is called Helioptile. Helioptile. I don't know. I like this, and I'm gonna pick it. I've never used one, but I'm looking at it and I'm just like, I like that. Mega Glady, Mega Abomasnow, these weird dragony ones. I don't remember this one's name, and I certainly am not going to remember that one's name. This one is like Bimite or think Helioptile to Heliolisk. Okay, Heliolisk. Fuck it. Put Mega Abomasnow up there. Who cares? Mega Mewtwo, Mega Heracross, Mega Medicham. What is this type? This is fighting. Hawklucha, comedy Pokemon. I think it's got to be the comedy Pokemon. It's been a while since we picked a comedy Pokemon. 3 of the poison types from this gen are mega evolutions of Gen 1 Pokemon. And then you've got Skelpie and whatever this thing is. Yeah, whatever. Pick the Mega Gengar. That's fine. Mega Steelix. Oh, this is ground type. Okay. Mega Buneary. Or wait, is it just Buneary? No. Buneary's been a Pokemon before, right? This isn't the invention of Buneary. Oh, maybe it is. Just Buneary then, I guess. I don't remember what this thing is called. Yeah, I don't know. None of this is saying anything to me. So I guess I'm gonna go with Steelix. No, I just like Mega Swampert better. So we've picked it before, but who cares? All right, flying type. We've got these are all the same thing. Mega Charizard. I do like Mega Charizard. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Mega Charizard, the black one. I think this one's Mega Charizard Y. I think I don't remember which is which. I really like this set of of flying birds, the fletchling, to whatever this thing is called. I can't remember the names, but I do really like them. Noivern is pretty cool. Mega Pinsir is pretty cool. What the fuck is this thing called? I'll look it up. Fletchling, Fletchinder, Talonflame. Okay. I think it's between Talonflame and... I've already got Mega Charizard over here somewhere. So let's go with Talonflame. Why not? Psychic, we've got Mega Alakazam, which I think is really weak. I love Alakazam. Mega Alakazam's kind of weak. Again, we've got an X and a Y Mega Mewtwo's, neither of which I think are any good. I much prefer the one that isn't fighting type for like practical reasons. But the design of this one I think is worse. I don't know what the fuck Hoopa's evolution is called. Oh, I forgot about Meowsick. The two different are they both called Meowsick? Meowsick. What are they? Meowstick evolves from Esper. I do kind of like those. I didn't think I liked them, but I think I do like them. We've already got Mega Metagross up there somewhere. Mega Gallade is okay, but I would rather pick like a normal Pokemon and not a gimmick Pokemon. Oop, I lost the chat. Hold on. Boop. Oh, that's still Hoopa. Oh, okay. What happens to Hoopa that makes it evolve? You know, Mega Pinsir's growing on me. Let me throw it in there. Why not? Shocker says absolutely no clue. Okay, cool. Rock type. We've got this. That's just a dinosaur. Is that another Hoopa? Another different Hoopa? No, what the fuck are these? I've never seen these in my life. Deontay? I mean, I kind of like it. Are they both Deontay? It's just like two Deontay forms and two Hoopa forms. And then this is another thing. I swear to God, I've never seen this thing in my life. I have no idea what it's called. And then this, I know that this begins with a Z. I think it's Zygarde, maybe? I think all three of these are Zygarde. And I kind of like the dog Zygarde. Volcanion. That's what this one is called, I guess. Okay. Well, we'll get there when we get there. For now, for rock type, I am going to pick, again, in the interest of not picking legendary Pokemon, I'm going to pick the T-Rex. And then for dragon, absolutely no. 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 No, no. Definitely no. 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 Oh. Well, this is obvious because it's either Noivern or Goodra, and it's Goodra. Dark type? Okay. We've already got a Greninja. Um, that's rough. That's not a you don't want to. That's not a situation you want to be in. I don't. The only one of these that I want to pick is Greninja. um, I like the squid, but I don't like it in a want to pick it kind of way. Um, I guess that I'll go with Mega Gyarados, even though the shape of it makes it look so much smaller than normal Gyarados that it, instead of looking like a giant dragon, looks like a dang shrimp. It looks like a angry shrimp. Oh, it really looks like an angry shrimp to me. Um, I don't understand what Mega Lucario is supposed to be, like a little caveman. I don't know. I mean, it kind of just is like Lucario, but like in a new outfit. So I'm gonna go with Metagross again because I've already picked. Um, where's did I not pick Metagross for something? I could have sworn that I picked Metagross for something earlier in. Oh, I went with this. Okay. I thought I had already picked that for something. Fairy type. Ooh, lots of fairy types. Oh, these are a lot of different versions of the same thing. But I mean, the choice is clear. It's made for us. It's Sylveon. I love Sylveon. Sylveon's great. And for starter, it's gonna be Greninja. For gimmick form, easy. Mega Dancy Diancie. Um, and then legendary. I mean, very weak, very weak. I'm an X person over a Y person, but no, pass. Normal Zygarde is a pass. The other two are fine. I don't really care about Diancie or Hoopa. I've never even heard of the Donut Dragon, Mega Groudon, and Mega Kyogre. I know I did that backwards. They just look like LED case fan versions of normal Groudon and Kyogre, so that's a pass. At least Mega Rayquaza has something going on, but I'm going to pick this green dog that I've never used. And for favorite, it's Sylveon. Um, it just has to be Sylveon. There's no. I mean, let's double check. Let's double check. Let's do our due diligence. Yeah, it's Sylveon. Okay, Stuffle and Beware are great. Um, Also, I don't know what this thing is. I've definitely seen it before, and in my head, it's Puff the Magic Dragon. Sorry, I didn't mean to actually pick something. Um, Drampa, Drampa, love that. But it also looks like it's a dragon. Is it not? It is in the dragon. Okay, so I want to look at Dark type before I pick normal. Hey, by the way, how? Oh, it's not dark. It's fighting. How can something be normal type and another type of thing? How could that be? Flying, I get because it's like okay, you're a bird, but also you're not a firebird. You're just a bird. So you're normal and flying. I get that. But when it's like, hey, you're like a big leaf monkey and you're also... Oh, wait, is that not a leaf monkey? Okay, well, let's use the dragon because we already know. Or beware, right? Okay, you're like this big... You're an angry bear. So you're fighting type, but you're also normal type? Like, how do you be fighting and normal? Right? How do you be a dragon and normal? What does that mean? I don't know. I just don't get it. Okay. Is this this is Sun and Moon, right? That's just yeah. I really don't like... Oh, we've started with forms. We're in regional forms now. So there'll be a whole new way to dislike Pokemon. Oh, Leaf Monkey is psychic. It is psychic. So it's like, if you're psychic, you can't be normal. What? Oh, by the way, lots of legendaries for these next generations. Jesus Christ. There's so many. Petition for fewer. Where's flying? Flying. Okay. We're going to put Toucannon here. Whoa, what is that thing? Is that a legendary? Like, I'm going to be looking at things and not know. Oh, by the way, I did play Sun and Moon, but I didn't beat it. I never played Black and White 2. I played Black and White to the end. Sun and Moon is the first Pokemon game that I played most of, but did not complete. So there are going to be Pokemon that I don't know. Sword and Shield I did complete. And then Scarlet and Violet I have not played. So please help me, chat. What the fuck is this thing? What is that? And how is it not a legendary Pokemon? Look at it. That screams legendary Pokemon to me. That electric cat, the sequel to Lucario, will never not read as legendary to me. Oh wait, will never read as legendary. Where electric cat? Let's see the electric cat. Oh, this thing, right? Zoroark. Yeah. There's a lot of weird legendaries in this one, so. Oh, right. So Sun and Moon also have Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is sort of like Black and White 2. And they did add a lot of weird Pokemon, including God, what are they called? They're called Ultra Beasts. And I don't know jack shit about Ultra Beasts. So like in my head, all the Ultra Beasts are legendary, right? But there would just be way too many of them to include. Or maybe not all the Ultra Beasts are legendary, but I think a lot of the Ultra Beasts are meant to be legendary. Like, that's legendary, right? Like, this big... I actually don't know where... There's like a big jellyfish. I don't know where it is. I don't know what type it is. I have one in Pokemon Go. Shock's is Zeraora, not Zeraark. Zeraark is the evolution to this thing, I think. Anyway, let's do this. Let's actually do this. Flying, we're going to do Toucannon for flying. And then we're going to do... For dragon... I've always liked these three things. Kamo. Is it? What the fuck is it called? Fuck. I don't know what they. I can't remember what this thing's called. But we're gonna pick that for dragon. Unless that's also fighting type. God, now the the like competition on like almost everything now is multiple is dual type, so it becomes like really hard to math out like what should be what. This thing is really fun. Komo-o, Jangmo-o, and Hakumo-o. That's what they're called. But Buzzwole, right, yes. I knew that Swole was in there somewhere. Buzzwole's really good. I'm not going to pick Buzzwole because I'm going to pick Beware. And then for normal type, I'm going to pick Puff the Magic Dragon. And then I'm going to pick for fire type Incineroar. For water type, geez. I can't remember what this thing is called. This is Wimpod. I'm going to pick the evolution to Wimpod. Oh, and this is tough. There's one reason why this is tough. Because, of course, Rowlet. I mean, unbelievable. But then it's like Alolan Executor, the one of the few obvious reasons why regional variants are good. I just love this stupid fucking thing. It's so funny. I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna not do this thing whose name I can never remember, and instead Rowlet there. Golisopod. For electric, we've got our work cut out for us because these are great. Grubbin, Vikavolt. No. Is this Vikavolt? I don't know. Whatever. Grubbin is the bug. And we're going to do for fairy. Oh, is it not fairy? What is the dual type for Alolan Raichu? Another one of the best to ever do it. Oh, psychic. Okay. Oh, I do like the sun psychic thing. What is this thing called? I don't know. But I do love that. I do love that Raichu. It's really good. No, we're going to do this. We're going to do that there. And then for this, maybe we'll leave it here for now because I do like that. I know it's legendary, but whatever. Alolan Sandshrew and Vulpix and Ninetales and Sandslash, I don't like any of those. I think that's all bad. So instead, I'm going to pick this thing that I've never even heard of. I don't know what that is, but I don't like Vulpix and Ninetales. The Ninetales is okay. I love regular Ninetales. I think this is a travesty. Yeah, Honest's hot take. People really like these. I don't like these. I don't like either of these two Alolan forms. Not just because Ice is a terrible typing. But it just, yeah, just like, I don't know, the tail, like look at the elegance of original Ninetales. Look at that. This thing is like a mess. Like, it doesn't look icy to me. It just looks like white and ratty. So yeah, we're gonna pick this rando. Poison. Oh, this is what I was looking for. This jellyfish. But we're gonna pick the cool lady lizard. This is tough. Ground type. It's not tough actually. It's Alolan Dugtrio with the locks. For rock, we're gonna pick one of the Lichen rocks. I think we're gonna pick the like midday form. There's like whichever one this is. I like this one. I don't remember. This is like the midnight form, and then one of these two is the midday form, and then this is like the ultra sun and moon version. It's like the in between. I don't know. I like that one best. And for Ghost, I think it's going to be Mimikyu. Elenox has decent amount of furry Pokemon on this fave list. Hey, it's Pokemon. It's hard to not have furry ones. Dark type. We already got Incineroar. This is a travesty. I hate this. Alolan Meowth and Persian are terrible. Actually, none of these are any good. I don't like any of these. I mean, Greninja, Mega Greninja, I don't care for. It's just Greninja, but 10% different. Incineroar's already on here. I don't know what this thing is. An Ultra Beast, I guess. Yeah, I don't think any of these are good. These are all bad. I guess I'm gonna give it to the Mega Greninja. Apparently, this thing is called Guzzlord, so we're gonna pick. We're gonna pick a Guzzlord. Okay. Steel. Again, I don't even know what I'm looking at when I see this thing. Someone remind me of the name of this. Is that the Ultra Sun thing, or is it just the regular Sun thing? I can't remember. Solgaleo? Solgaleo? Is it? The one you don't know what you're looking at when you see it is the tallest Pokemon. Ooh, the tallest Pokemon. There's some tall Pokemon out there. Is it even taller than like the building dragon from taller than this? It's taller than the building dragon? That's wild. And then this one is teeny tiny. Okay, Solgaleo. Okay. None of this is anything to me. I guess I'm going to pick this weird one. That's fine. And then fairy type. No, definitely no. I do not like this thing at all. Um, I already picked Mimikyu, but I'm not above picking Mimikyu again and then changing. Yeah, I guess I'll pick this thing. That's fine. And then favorite starter. Ooh. Actually another really rare case of liking the middle Pokemon better than the final evolution. I did grow to like um Incineroar, but I initially was really annoyed at the cat that turned into the man cat. What is I don't remember even what the middle one is called. Litten something and then Incineroar. I am gonna pick Rowlet though, even though I didn't pick Rowlet because I mean this I think is terrible. Um, and I don't even really like the third one that much. Again, name I can't remember the name. Torracat. Yeah, Torracat is really good. I kept Torracat for a really long time too. Um, Rowlet. I'm gonna do Rowlet. And actually, because I reminded myself how much I like Torracat, I'm gonna put Torracat over there. Um, Gimmick form. I don't. Again, I'm looking at this and I'm not even able to understand what it is, which I think is sort of what the design goal was for the Ultra Beasts, which is kind of fun. Like I think that's a kind of fun like goal to try to hit is like to get these weird otherworldly things. I think that that works. Gimmick form. Why is this a gimmick form? Oh, they're calling the different forms gimmick forms. Okay. Like they're calling the regional forms gimmick forms. I don't mind that. I'm gonna go with Helen Rock says this is all the legendaries in one. That's really funny. If someone does know the name of this, let me know. I want to look up even what it is. So let's do that after legendary. Okay. So Zora. What is it? I can't remember any of these. I don't know what this is. This is like a combination between Pumpkaboo and Meowstic or Esper. Zeraoa. Yes, Zeraoa. That's who. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's this guy. It's fine. I guess it's Solgaleo. Marshadow, that's this thing. I do like it. Necrozma. Let's figure out what the fuck Necrozma is. Oh, it's a form. It's a form. Okay, there's a lot of forms. Okay, so this is Necrozma. This is Duskmane Necrozma, which I do like. It looks like a combo. Oh, it is a combo. Okay, it's the Sun fusion, I guess. A dual type Psychic Steel fusion with Solgaleo using the N Solarizer. This one is Dawnwing's Necrozma, a dual type Psychic Ghost fusion with Lunala using the N Lunarizer. And then this is Ultra Necrozma, a psychic dragon form obtainable only in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon when either Duskmane Necrozma or Dawnwing Necrozma holds the Ultra Necrozemium Z and uses Ultra Burst. I think Ultra Sun and Moon is the dumbest Pokemon game. That is not an insult. I don't mean that that makes it the worst Pokemon, but it is the dumbest one. But I am not going to pick it. I am going to. I am just going to pick Solgaleo. I shout out to this one, the Duskmane Necrozma. That one is pretty cool. And then favorite. Tough. That's tough. Odysseus, from what I've heard, Ultra Sun and Moon is a big story downgrade to the original. That's weird. You'd think it would be the exact same story plus more. I just assumed that that's what it was. I'm gonna go with Rowlet, I think. Or you know what? Shout out to the first comedy Pokemon. Well, okay, I did say that Dragonite was a hybrid comedy Pokemon. But shout out to a fully comedy Pokemon taking top slot. Congratulations. And then for the gimmick one, yeah, I guess I'll go with Ultra Necrozor, whatever. Robust Laser says, I hear it's basically the same story but more, but then they gutted some of the end in order to accommodate the more. That's bizarre. That's a bizarre choice. Okay. Okay. All right, we are in Dynamax zone. Okay. We'll save this. You know what? Placeholder, I cannot deny the long Meowth any longer. Dynamax Charizard. Oh, and we've got Hisuian forms here. I like but do not love. No, I do love Hisuian Arcanine, but it does not hold my heart the same way that regular Arcanine does. But and I also do love the rabbits. The rabbits are really fun. That they were my starter for this one. This one is the best. I think it gets worse from here. But I'm gonna go with the Arcanine. Rosamorph says, "Oh my god, I've never seen long Meowth." Odyssey says, "What the fuck is that in the top right?" This thing, yeah, I have no clue. I have no clue what that is. Water type, jeez. Okay, a lot of Dynamax. We got Dynamax, Blastoise, Dynamax, Kingler, Dynamax, Lapras. I don't even know what that is. That looks like a cross between Arceus and Genesect. Samurott, that's the Hisuian Samurott. Oh, we've got this turtle. I used this turtle. Oh my god, it's eating a Pikachu! They gave this thing a Pikachu to eat. What the fuck? It's eating a Pikachu. That's sick. Robust Laser says, I had to choose that one on principle. I mean, wow. It is pretty sick that it did that. These I hate. These are some of my least favorite starters. The frog that's always sad that evolves into the fucking like incel Redditor. I actually am blanking on the turtle's name, even though Dreadnought. I used Dreadnought for my whole playthrough of Sword, so I'm gonna pick Dreadnought. Um, oh, the Hisuian Electrode would be an all-time favorite of mine if it had its signature smile instead of um this weird grimace that it has. You've got Rillaboom and whatever the other ones are called. Those are okay. Eldegoss, I like the apple dragons. I hate the rabbit that holds a green tomato. But for this, I think I'm gonna have to pick. God, I cannot remember the name of this thing. This is what I used um for my playthrough of Arceus, which I really liked, by the way. Um, what the fuck is this thing called? Arceus starters. Um, oh, fuck. Search for Rowlet. Thank you, Bulbapedia. Decidueye. Right, Decidueye. Just over time, my ability to remember what the names of these things are has drastically decreased. I'm gonna go Hisuian Decidueye. The Pikachu with the electric tail is funny. Um, uh, this thing is wild. I have no clue what that is. Is that a legendary? What is that? It looks like a dragon. It is an electric dragon. Oh, is it like one of two Dynamax forms of Applin and whatever the fuck else? I'm gonna go with the dog. I like the dog. I use the dog in my playthrough of Sword. And then Ice. What the fuck? Oh, this thing must be like a mega version of this, or a Dynamax, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's like an alternate evolution of these. Oh, Mr. Rime. We're gonna go Mr. Rime. For fighting, there's a lot of really wild fighting choices here. We've got the cool fighting bears that they give you for the expansion of Sword and Shield that I do like. You've got oh, but it's obvious. It's Sirfetch'd. It's Sirfetch'd. Yeah, it's Sirfetch'd. Elenox says there's 1,000 of them. Remembering them is not permitted. Yeah, there are like almost 1,100 of them now. Fog Foliate says I did not pay much attention to these last two gens, and it's pretty uncanny seeing all these unfamiliar Pokemon. I'm interested for people that haven't played Pokemon in a while. How do you feel about sight unseen seeing these sprites for the later gens? Like, how do you feel about the way that Pokemon designs have gone? Shockster says the electric one was Dracozolt slash Arctozolt, the fossil one that you can piece together. The electric one. This thing, one of these. Is that what those are? Okay. Oh yeah, I sort of remember these now. I do kind of like these guys, the Toxtricity guys. But I don't think I'm gonna pick them. But I might. because I also really like the Hisuian, Weavile and Sneasel. No, it's not Weavile. It's something else. It's got a different name. I don't remember what it is. But I'm gonna go with the Sneasel. Sneasler, yes, thank you. Yeah, Sneasler. Ground, these are all dog shit. Nothing here is worth picking. Nothing here is worth picking. I won't pick anything for that. Rosenworth says, I like new designs less overall, but my most played, probably favorite gen was 5. So I think I just like 3D sprites less. Yeah, the 3D Pokemon, I think, are worse. Like, I just think that a lot of the great Pokemon designs didn't translate well to 3D. And now that they've been doing 3D for a while, I think they're getting better at designing for 3D. But I do still think that there was a lot of like depth and character to the 2D sprites that they just haven't gotten back since switching to 3D. I think 3D Pokemon was something that people wanted for a really long time, and it took Game Freak a really long time to like get there. And then now that we're there, I'm kind of like, wow, I actually just wish that they had put more time and effort into designing like a game built around 2D sprites that like ruled. Like, even if the overworld was 3D, you know, like like running around in a 3D world and then switching to a 2D sprite battle, like there just is something about the 3D sprites that does not do it for me. That being said, in Arceus, and I don't know if they kept this for Scarlet and Violet, but in Arceus, running around like during the battle and like being like a separate thing, not like playing the battle, but like playing your character still, I do really like that, and I think that worked a lot. Don't Look at Me says, Arceus was the first one I played after dropping off in Gen 2. I'm having a real time looking at this gen in particular. Wow, that's a lot of time to be off. Narcissus says, haven't played since Silver, and they all look pretty cool. That big Gengar looks wild. Big Gengar is wild. I lost it. Otis says, give Pokemon the Octopath Traveler treatment. I've seen Octopath Traveler, but I haven't like seen it. I know it has a reputation for like looking really good, but I never really read it that way. Okay, flying type, we've got the Hisuian legendary birds from Gen 1. We've got Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. I actually think the only one here worth much is Zapdos. I do really like the Zapdos. We've also got that amazing Butterfree. Holy shit, that thing rules. But we've already picked that. And the Zapdos will show up again later and have another shot. So I think that we're going to go with, I think, one of my all-time favorite starter area birds, the Corviknight trio. I actually cannot remember the other two. Rook. Is this guy? This I have no clue what it's called. All right, Psychic. Mr. Rhyme we've already got. These are trash. This is a shame to me. I love this little guy here, but I do not like these next two at all, or really the Dynamax version. But this is a favorite, and actually I am gonna pick it. I just think that's so good. Rookidee, Corvisquire, and Corviknight. Thank you, Shockster. Bugs. Okay. The UFO ladybug is pretty sick. So let's do that. Oh, that's the gimmick version. So we'll do that. We've already got Arcanine up there. Although is that actually true? Yeah, I think that is true. This is Dark Rock, of course. Okay, let's go back here, and we'll do the rabbit. For ghost type, I do like the crazy Zeroa and Zoroark, like poison ghost thing that they've got going on. Or is it fairy ghost? What are they? Poison. What are they? Fighting? What the fuck are they? I don't remember. Oh, they're normal? They're normal in Ghost? That's so weird. Okay, whatever. I like them. Obviously, I like the Skengar. I mentioned earlier that I really liked the Dynamax Gengar. The mouth, and please watch your step as you enter the mouth dimension. But I am gonna pick not Drapion. Whatever this thing is, whatever the little ghost that shoots little ghost baby missiles. I'm gonna pick that. Dragapult, yes, thank you. Again, back to me complaining about normal. How can you be both normal and ghost? I understand why that's an interesting typing, I guess, but like, what? It's so weird to me. These are trash, obviously. The dragon one is cool, or the dragon building is cool. Dragapult we just picked. These two are, as someone earlier said, the weird mixing, like mix and match fossils. And we're gonna pick the apple dragon. I don't remember what it's called. Applin, I think, is the first one. Maybe Apple Fly? What the fuck? I don't know. Appleton? Yeah, Appleton. The middle one is Flapple. That's a good name. Flapple. Yes, Treasure Buddy says normal ghost makes absolutely no sense to me. Yes, it's insane. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. I do like this horrible goblin that turns into the bodybuilder goblin. That's really funny. I also like the fox that steals. That's also funny. I like the fake Pikachu that then is evil Pikachu. But I think we've gotta I think we've got to give it to the furries on this one and do one of the Kung Fu bears. But which one? Which one did I do? I can't remember which one I used. And it's hard to tell from the sprites to me. Let's pick the red one just because I like the color red. That's probably what I would have done. I either would have looked up what the fuck their stats are and picked the one with the better stats, and if they were close or I didn't have a preference, then I would have picked the red one. Oh, the gray one is normal mode. The other two are Gigantamax. Okay, so I'll do the gray one. But you do have to pick, right? You have to pick which one that you get. All right, we've got for steel type, we've got the sword and shield dogs. We've got weird, the weird elephant thing that I kind of like, but they lose it for me. I like how ugly this is, and I wish they kept it being like disgusting and ugly. And instead, it's just like this one to me looks like the Oliphants from Lord of the Rings. I hate again another Meowth that I think sucks shit. It's kind of these are both kind of comedy Pokemon to me, but I'm like not in on the joke. I just like Meowth and Persian, and I would like them to make a good Meowth and Persian instead of another dog shit version of Meowth, and then not even this thing's called like Berserk or something or I don't know. Berserk? Is it called Berserk? What is it called? I can't remember. What is this? This is Steel. I mean, Corviknight. We already picked Corviknight. Well, let's see what. Let's skip to the legendaries. Because I do like the dog. This doesn't count. That's not a legendary to me. I'm gonna put. God, these are largely so bad. Berserker, yeah, Berserker, great. So I'm gonna put Hisuian, Zapdos here, and then pick what is this called? Zacian or something? I'm gonna put the sword dog here. And then fairy type. Ooh, we're almost at the end. That's fun. The big cake is good. Yeah, fuck it. Big cake. Yeah, big cake. Oh, that's the Gigantamax version, huh? Favorite starter. Let's go with the rabbit. And then holy shit. This is the era of gimmick Pokemon. Right? Lots of stuff in here. It could go to Farfetch'd. Galarian Farfetch'd. It could be the cool rabbit that lives on the sun. It could be the Corviknight. It could be the UFO. Like these are the I know that I don't really like the Dynamax and Gigantamax stuff, but some of these are pretty good. I mean, come on. The big building dragon, that's great. Another apple dragon. You can make as many apple dragons as you want, as far as I'm concerned. The cake, again, the cake is really good. Yes, Evil Slowking is good. There's a lot to pick from here, honestly. And then some of the like really good stuff here I've already picked elsewhere, like Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Zapdos, Hisuian Arcanine, all already picked. Like Gigantamax, Corviknight I haven't picked, but Corviknight I picked. The UFO beetle I haven't picked, but the normal beetle I picked. So that makes me less likely to want to pick those ones. But I gotta say, fuck it. This Farfetch'd, they really were like, we got to give Farfetch'd another chance, and I appreciate it. Sirfetch'd. Shout out. Now this is going to be interesting. I don't know anything about any of these. I don't even know where. I don't even know which ones of these are going to be the starters. So actually, let's start with the starters. Okay. I think all of these are bad. Not individually, but as a lineup. I mean, this fucking guy is so good, and then this I think is ass. This cat is so good. I think this cat is ass. I think actually, of these, I don't know which one I think is good. I do think one of them is good, but I can't decide which one is the one I think is good. I'm going to pick this. Okay. I don't know what the difference is between these mice, but we've got two mice, and then two little guys, and then two mice and one little guy. So I guess the more mice, the better. Yeah, the more mice, the better. To me, this I like. Oh, this is the thing that the thing evolves into. Is that, and that thing is pretty cool too. I don't know what that is, and that thing is pretty cool. I don't know what that is. This is like he's actually sticking out his tongue. I like that. Oh, it's two mice that have kids to evolve, and there's a 1 in 100 chance that they have one kid instead of two. Is there a difference between the one kid or the two kids? Okay, there's no difference. Fire type. What is going on here? Oh, the Tauros is fun. Good for Tauros. Is that a Tauros evolution or just a different form? We're going to go with that. We're going to pick that. I like that. Good for Tauros. Tauros is not a good Pokemon in Gen 1. We are going to go with the what the fuck is the little worm Dugtrio called? I love it. I'm picking that. Okay, we're going to go with, for grass, let's go with Sprigatito, Wugtrio. Wuglet and Wugtrio. Electric. We've got, God, this is a crock of shit, I think. Here, this weird bird. Okay, that's fine. Second chance at Delibird. Sure. Fighting? Okay, fighting. Robot Gallade. That's funny. And then you've got the fire moth, but like a fighting fire moth. That's fun. I'm gonna go with the flamingo. Now this I like. These two. I wasn't sure before if this evolved into this, but now I am sure. Clodsire? Who the hell is Clodsire? Clodsire. Clodsire. Oh, duh. That's Clodsire. That's pretty fun. Yeah, these are weird. I like this little guy. I want to do that. I'm gonna do the Melty. No, I'll do the Clodsire. That thing's fun. That's a comedy Pokemon, I think. We got this bird already. We got this thing already. Hydreigon. I like this smug bird, but oh my god, what is this weird Jigglypuff? Holy shit. That thing is weird. That's freaky. I don't like it, but I am going to pick it. It made me pick it. Now this is the 5th time I've seen this thing. Why does this thing keep popping up? Pick it. I wish I had more to add on any of these, but I have no idea what any of these things are. This is nonsense to me. Where are we? This is rock. I mean, I guess we'll do Robot Tyranitar. And then Ghost. What is that thing? Is this a legendary? No. Oh, look how few legendaries. There's so few. And then there's not that many that they are calling gimmick forms. This is, I guess, not a gimmick form? Why is this not a gimmick form? Why is this not a gimmick form? Like, what? I don't know why those wouldn't be gimmick forms. Shockster says it kind of is, it kind of isn't, because they have different names. I'm calling it gimmick forms. I wish that they were listed there. Like, Shockster adds, they're treated completely separately. I think that's good, but the problem is they should have been doing that with all of the forms. And so, like, it's more like they're correcting the mistake that they weren't treating them differently before. And they should actually just, like, add Pokedex slots for all of the regional forms so that you don't have, like, Pokemon that have multiple totally different forms and types with one dex entry. Yeah, this is not, I guess I get, this is great. I love these guys. So we're going to pick the Fry guy. These are dragon types. Okay, someone said that this guy doesn't evolve into these guys. I don't know that that's true, but I mean, whatever. And then I actually kind of like the Salamence thing. So I'm going to pick the Salamence thing. Dark type. This thing's pretty cool. This thing's pretty cool. This cat's pretty cool. What's the cat? Someone tell me what that cat is. For now, I'm gonna pick the slug, but if someone has a good pitch on that cat, I'll consider it. Robot Donphan. I don't know what this is meant to be a robot of. Oh, it's a legendary? Oh, I guess it is. Okay. Well, then I'll pick the cat. And then for the for the legendary, boom, legendary. Oh, the cat's a legendary too. Oh no. The cat and the slug are legendaries. That's a new Bisharp evolution. Um okay. Who else is legendary? This thing's also legendary. Oh my god, why are all the legendaries dark? Legendary, 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 legendary. They're all dark. What the fuck? What is this guy? I actually can't even tell what its face is. Um, what is what is that? What is that? I can't even tell what its face is. Is this its face, or is this up top its face under its eyes? It's like a bulldog. Oh, and it evolves into that. Okay. Well, I actually don't like that. I guess it doesn't. I guess it doesn't matter. This is pretty cool. I like that. This fairy type with a big hammer. Sure, done. Oh no, that was a steel type. It's also a fairy type. Okay. Um, Robot Gallade, and then I mean the choice is clear. Wugtrio. And then I'm gonna pick the slug. And who's my favorite? That's a great question. That's a really strong question. What the hell is that fry guy? Tell me who this fry guy is and his little fry guy friend. His little ghost. Are these connected? Oh, does it go 1, 2, 3? Or that is a coincidence that this guy has the same yellow on him as this guy? Gholdengo. Okay, Gholdengo evolves from chest form and roaming form. Gimmighoul. Love it. Love that. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick them. They're my favorite. Oh, and now we pick favorites for everything. Favorite normal type. Eevee. Oh, wait. What? Oh, it's right there. Okay. I'm going to go Eevee. Arcanine. Let's spend another second looking at things. It's got to be Arcanine though. Favorite water type. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with Squirtle. There's a trend. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna go with Squirtle. Okay, Leafeon or Snivy. It's between Leafeon and Snivy. I'm gonna pick Leafeon. For electric type, is that really how I feel? Yeah, there's no other option. I do like Luxray, but I was like, is Luxray really my favorite? Yeah, it is. Raichu. Oh no, I'm predictable. Um, Ice. Mr. Rhyme. Mr. Rhyme. For fighting type, Sirfetch'd. For poison, Nidoking. Ground, Flygon. Flying, Corviknight. This is Psychic is gonna be Espeon. For Bug, it's gonna be You know, I'm actually gonna change. I know that I picked Grubbin, but I'm actually gonna do the bus one, the middle one, and pick that as my favorite bug. It's close between him and Scyther. Charge-a-Bug, yes, thank you. Odd-esque, I think, talking about my Gen 1 trend here, saying, no biases here, folks, and then adjusts when I picked Espeon to the real trend is that you love evolutions. Yeah, I think those are both true. Although we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So less than half so far are Gen 1, so that's got to count for something, right? For this, I'm going to go with Archeops. No chance. I'm sorry. It's Gengar. No chance. Dragonite, no chance. For Dark type, let's see. Ooh, and you know what's sad is I don't even like Umbreon that much, but Dark is not that strong of a category, I think. Dark is not that strong. Wow. It is Umbreon. Steel. It's Lucario. Right? Yeah, it is. Fairy type. Ooh, it's Sylveon, you guys, it's Sylveon. It has to be Sylveon. The only other option is Togepi. No, that's not true. Gardevoir is the other option. I mean, it's Sylveon. You gotta admit it that evolutions are fucking killing it. They're so good. They're always good. Favorite starter. I'm going to give it to Snivy. Gimmick form. Gotta give it to comedy Pokemon in the extreme, Wugtrio. Favorite legendary. It's either Mew or it's Skyform Shaman. I don't know. I love Mew. I think Mew is underrated. And then favorite. I don't even really have to think about it. Wait, is this not favorite? Oh, okay. It's favorite. I thought it was going to go down the list here. But it's favorite of these. I think mathematically it's got to be Dragonite. Yeah, it's got to be. It can't be anyone else because in Gen, it can't be Arcanine because I already picked Dragonite over Arcanine up here. So there you go. All right, let's see what Gen we've got here. I want to see like the composition from Gen 1. Favorite doesn't count. From Gen 1, we've got Eevee, Arcanine, Squirtle, Raichu, Nidoking, Gengar, Dragonite. That's like half, right? That's 1, 2, did I miss one? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, okay. Okay, it's kind of 21, but it's really 20. Hold on one sec. Isaac gave me a smoothie. Shockster says, and Mew. Does Mew count, though? I don't know that Mew counts because it's legendary. Well, okay, fine. We'll count Mew. So it's 8 out of 21. So it's about a third out of all of these categories. I picked Gen 1. And then Gen 2, we've got Espeon and Umbreon. Lucario. So 3. None of these are from Gen 3. No, not true. Flygon is Gen 3. One from Gen 3. 9? Someone said 9 out of 21. What? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 21. Right? Favorite doesn't count. I didn't count. This one is not part of the 21. If you counted favorite, it would be 9 out of 22, but favorite doesn't count. Lucario is Gen 4, yeah. So not Lucario, obviously. 2. 2 of these are Gen 2. 1 is Gen 3. For Gen 4, it's 1, 2. Is Leafeon? Oh, 3. Yeah, Gen 4 has 3. Does Gen 5 have any? I don't know. Gen 5. Oh, Gen 5 has Snivy and Archeops. I came to Archeops late also, which is funny. Gen 5 has 2. Gen 6 has Sylveon has for Gen 6. Gen 7 might be nothing. Nothing for Gen 7. Oh, nope. The bug, Charjavolt. Charjavolt for Gen 7. I just want to see if there's a gen that totally struck out with me. Gen 8 has Mr. Rhyme and Sirfetch'd and Corviknight. So 3, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And Gen 9 has Wugtrio. I think just Wugtrio. I didn't play it, so that's fair. Elenox says I didn't fave Snivy. Yeah, Snivy's right here. Favorite starter. End up here for favorite starter. And actually here for grass in general for that gen. Odd is a pretty good spread. I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. We do have down here. We're not totally done. I'm comfortable with 8 out of 21 being Gen 1. I think that's not only does that make sense to me, like I think even granting my Gen 1 bias because of being 30, like even if you gave ones where I was on the fence to other gens because it was close, I think I'm still at like 5 or 6. Like it's still gonna be the most. And a couple other gens had 3, I think, which was two of them, Gen 4 and 7, 6 or 7, or I don't know. One other one had 3. Oh, 8. It was Gen 8 had 3, which was, I think, huge. And I have long said that I think Gen 8 was like the first game since Gen 4. I think you can actually hear me literally saying this in the last 6 months on Run Button, that Gen 8 is the first gen since Gen 4 that didn't get worse than the previous gen. In terms of Pokemon designs. Okay. I don't know how to do this. Click a team box, then a Pokemon from the grid to assign it. Let's not do that yet. Let's do favorite regional bird. Pidgey has my heart, but I'm gonna give it to Rookidee. Pidgey's my. These are tied, I think, for me. It is number 1 tied. Hoot not interesting. Tailo is fine. Starly, hugely overrated. Pidove is good. Fletchling and Piggy Peck are good. This thing, I don't know what that is. Favorite regional mammal? Rattata. It's Rattata. Favorite regional bug? I think, again, it's close because of how sincere my love for Caterpie is, but I'm gonna give it to Grubbin. Favorite pseudo legendary? No contest. It's Dragonite. It is the pseudo legendary that every pseudo legendary wishes that it could be. It's Dragonite. It's the Pokemon that Game Freak should be looking at and going, why do people fucking love Dragonite so much? And then figuring out how to make more Pokemon like this. Yeah, it's so much better than all of the rest of these that it's embarrassing that it's in the same category. Favorite Pikachu clone? What the fuck is this? What is this? Oh. Sorry, I have the smoothie and I took a sip and I didn't. It didn't taste like I was expecting. Okay, favorite Pikachu clone. Obviously, no. Mimikyu, maybe. Plusle Minun, no. Okay, Raichu is not a Pikachu clone. I'm disqualifying Raichu. It doesn't count. Again, Pikachu and Pichu, none of these count. So, like, yes, Raichu is my favorite one here. And Alolan Raichu, again, not a Pikachu clone. It's a Raichu. It's Raichu. So I'm going to go with Mimikyu with the understanding that this whole top row does not count. And I refuse to pick any of them. Favorite evolution? Look at this freak. This guy's a freak. Flareon has not come up at all. I want everyone to know that Flareon was my original favorite evolution. I also used to really like Jolteon, but it's just that Raichu and Arcanine are so obvious favorites for me that like their names never came up. Vaporeon's fine is fine too. It's either Espeon, Leafeon, or Sylveon for me. I think those are really excellent Pokemon. I think that Leafeon is the cutest. I think that Espeon is really useful. And I think Sylveon is kind of the perfect blend of being extremely cute and also extremely useful. So I'm going to pick Sylveon. Favorite fossil? I think it's Archeops. Archeops are great. Favorite regional form? I think this one's pretty clear. Actually, no, there's a few things that this could be. There's a few things. We've obviously talked a lot about Farfetch'd. I think that is maybe what I pick. But Alolan Raichu and Alolan Executor are phenomenal. I really love Hisuian Arcanine and Zapdos and Decidueye. And Hisuian Arcanine is a Pokemon that, and Decidueye. Those are Pokemon that I played through whole games with. So, but I gotta say that it's this is what I think. All of those are examples of what regional forms should be. Mine is Zapdos. I think it's actually kind of a fluke that I like the Zapdos. Because it's kind of like so dissimilar from normal Zapdos. But just to get a little bit more Executor on screen, I'm gonna do that. Favorite Gigantamax? Butterfree. I think that lines up with what I've been picking. It's got to be the Butterfree. Favorite box legendary? It's funny that the original trilogy is excluded from this because they didn't do box legendaries. Something that I think that the Pokemon games are weaker for. I think that Pokemon games immediately becoming about the box legendaries is like a sign of weakness. It should be about the starters, not about the legendaries. This is something that we've said on Run Button a lot, and I don't know how apocryphal it is or if it's true anymore, and it used to be true, but we've always heard that like the senior designers design the legendaries and they give the starters to the junior designers, and I think that is such a massive error in priorities that you don't have your best people designing like the Pokemon that you're supposed to be like emotionally attached to, like the Pokemon that you don't want to put in your box because you feel bad. Like that is the sign of a good Pokemon game, is if you have all of these like options, maybe literally better options for Pokemon statistically, but it would hurt your feelings to put your starter in the PC. That's how I feel when I play a good Pokemon game. Like the idea of putting my Venusaur in the PC is like psychically damaging. And that should be the goal of designing a starter. Secret of Kel says, I don't think that's true at all. They absolutely put a ton of effort into the starter designs, and they are wildly popular. Well, I think that I think that you've hit the nail on the difference between something being popular and something being good, because there's a lot of really bad Pokemon starters. And it's the reason why you get people who are fans of like the most recent gens who think that the original gen Pokemon suck and are boring is because the evolution of the designs and like slowly complicating Pokemon designs over time, like it brings in new fans who learn how to like Pokemon in that way. And so like, you've got someone who grew up with instead of Charmander and Charizard, who grew up with like Chespin and Chestnut and whatever the fuck this thing is, and it's a much smaller leap to these freaks like aesthetically. Again, I'm not saying that they're like just shitting them out and they don't care about the starters, but I definitely have heard that like there is like a seniority difference to who's designing which kinds of Pokemon, and that like it just seems weird that they would not put the people with the most experience on the starter. Hades says Violet fixes this by making you live with a legendary for the entire game. I actually love the legendaries now. But you like them as Pokemon, you mean? Or what do you mean? Like you like because I think their designs are not very good. It's also your car, which is weird. But I don't know. Favorite box legendary? I think it might be Lugia. Like, I don't like Groudon or Kyogre. Rayquaza is okay. I hate Palkia and Dialga. Giratina is okay. I hate Reshiram and Zekrom. I don't even know who QM is. I don't like the X or Y ones. I guess Solgaleo, Zacian, or Lugia would be my three. Juliet says, here to say I think it's silly that Murkrow can't be counted as a favorite regional bird. I get that it's not Pidgey, but still, I think you're totally right. I think Murkrow should be in there as a regional bird. You encounter Murkrow for the first time, like, right after the first gym, which I think that when they say regional, I think they really want it to be that first area, but I still think that Murkrow counts. The other thing is, it doesn't have an evolution in that first game that it's in. That's got to be Lugia. Favorite mythical, it's Mew. It's Mew, but it's also Skyform, Shaymin, but I am going to pick Mew. The other one, in order, Mew and Skyform Shaymin are neck and neck. Then Victini is really, really close underneath that. A little bit further down, you've got Jirachi. And then I have recently found some love for, actually, you know what? Keldeo and then Jirachi. This is brand new. I honestly couldn't have told you that I cared one way or the other about Keldeo until all of a sudden Keldeo became the powdered sugar horse, and now I love it. Secret of Kel says, oh, wow, a Skyform Shaymin Defender. That's a rare one. Look at it. It's so cute. Look at that. I mean, they're both cute. I think they're nearly equal. But look at that thing; it's adorable, and it's like it's got a little bit of that Sonic the Hedgehog attitude. And I should say, when I say Skyform, I want to note that I like the Skyform more, but really I take them together. I'm not leaving regular Shaman behind, but I'm like, I want to single out that it's Skyform that I particularly like. So I should say Mew, and then right under that, Skyform Shaman, then right under that, Shaman, Victini, Keldeo, Jirachi, Mew. Favorite Ultra Beast? Oh no, I have a brain freeze. Um, Secret of Cal wants to know how I said Giratina. Giratina, that's how I say it. I've heard people say Giratina, and I mentioned earlier in the stream when it first came up that I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be Giratina, but I've just been saying Giratina since I was, 8 or something. So, and it's not the first time that there's been arguments on how to pronounce a Pokemon's name, and everyone that I know has been wrong, specifically talking about Arceus, where growing up, everyone would tell me that it was Arceus, and I've been hearing Arceus for my whole life. But I always said Arceus, and then I found out that it is officially Arceus, even though they have also started in the US saying Arceus also. Favorite Ultra Beast? I think it's gotta be Buzzwole, right? This thing's sick. I like this thing. I like the little. This is like a little ninja star guy. This guy's teeny tiny. But I'm gonna pick Buzzwole. Favorite paradox? Oh, these are the. Why is this a paradox? Why are these paradoxes? Oh, these are paradoxes because it's like, I guess I don't know what the plot of Sword and not Sword. I don't know the plot of Scarlet and Violet are, so that's why they're paradox. There's something about time. Hmm. Hydreigon or Hydreigon, I don't know which. Someone tried to tell me which one it was earlier, and I couldn't tell exactly the way they were saying it was supposed to be said. I think it's gonna be this fucked up, freaky little Jigglypuff. That thing is so weird. Also, why is Wugtrio and Wiglet not a paradox? Couldn't tell you. Favorite type? I don't know. I refuse to pick. Let's see if we can suss out a favorite type. No, okay. Oh, it's one of each. So no, there's no way. I was like, well, let's just see out of all my favorites. Oh wait, no, we can do it this way. These ones. Dragon, psychic, grass, fire, fairy, dragon and grass, fighting and dark. No, there's no real noticeable lean. I actually do have a favorite Pokeball. I've done this several times to make Pokemon just a tiny bit harder. Is I will only use Premier Balls. I will buy hundreds of Pokeballs and then dump them out and then only use Premier Balls for the whole game, including on Legendaries. Wow, 2 people in the chat saying they do the same thing. I have a softness in my heart for the original Pokeball and the Master Ball. And I do really like the I actually don't even know what the fuck this is. Someone tell me what this desaturated ass Pokeball is. That would be great. And then I do really like the Hisuian Pokeball devices. Juliet, yes. Juliet asked if the bottom row are from Arceus. Yeah, from here to here. These are all Arceus. A Pal Ball. I do not know what a Pal Ball is for the Pal Park. Oh, okay. Oh, I also like the Safari Zone balls. I don't like the look of them. I think these are them. I don't like the look of them. I just like the idea of them. But I am going to pick the Premier Ball. Shout out to the Premier Ball. One of my favorite, like, weird, pointless additions. I think... Who's got a shot? So, fire, grass, electric, and psychic have a shot at being, and ghost have a shot at being favorites. I think I'm going to say psychic. Why not? I don't feel strongly about this. And then for a team, I don't know. Let's see. Something fire, something grass, a ghost, ground flying, dragon. Ooh. I mean, it would be very honest to put 2 evolutions in there, I think. I don't feel super strong about this team, but I will pick it. Shout out to Nidoking. Underrated, I think. Secret of Kel says, I feel like I heard a lot of dragon when I was going through my list. There was 2 psychic and 2 dragon, but the dragon are flying and dragon and grass and dragon, and it's just kind of a coincidence that Alolan Executor is a dragon. I don't really like it for being a dragon. I like it for being a freak. And then there was, Gardevoir and Espeon are both psychic. Those were the only repeats. Everything else was unique. So I think it was a coincidence. All right. That's it. That's what I got. This is my list. There you go. Yeah, I think this turned out pretty well, and that was pretty fun. And I'm glad that I streamed it because this took so fucking long that if I just did this on my own, I would have felt like it was I would have felt like, wow, I can't believe I just spent 3.5 hours doing that. I wouldn't have felt like it was a waste of time, but I would have felt like, oh my God, that took so long. At least this way, I got some video out of it. Thank you everyone for watching and for chatting along. As always, you could go to youtube.com/runbutton to watch Run Button videos. Kylie and I just had 2 sessions of Shenmue 3 for anyone who hasn't been keeping up with the Run Button Patreon at contentburger.biz. We took a long break from Shenmue because of Kylie's job, but I made them play Shenmue with me because we have a Patreon and patrons who want us to be playing Shenmue. Those are up on the Patreon now. I'm going to start editing those into episodes soon so that I can have them like in a playlist for people to more easily find and watch. That's contentburger.biz. Shenmue continues to be pretty fun. And I think Kylie's definitely liking this one more than Shenmue 2. And God, it just still feels like Shenmue. Like, it really doesn't feel different than those other games. This one feels more like the first Shenmue, though, which is a good thing. Let's see, what else? Yeah, just go subscribe to the Patreon. I know financially it's rough out there for people these days. And I know that because financially it's rough for me and Kylie out there these days. So if you happen to be unsubscribed from the Run Button Patreon and financially comfortable, we would both love it if you went to contentburger.biz and signed up, whether you wanted to watch Shenmue or not, though I do highly recommend it. Let's see, is there anything else? Bob's for Bob says, is Shen 2 going to be available at the $6 tier once those Shen 3 episodes get edited? Yes, totally, for sure. We just have to remember to do that. If I have put up a few of those episodes and you're at the $6 tier and are still waiting for Shenmue 2, shoot me a message at me in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, that's probably the best way to remind me. Or send a message on Patreon is probably the second best way. Then Twitter DMs, they go to my DMs, but they go to a section, like I have to specifically click on a section that they don't give me notifications for that says, like, hey, these are DMs from people that you don't follow. And those can get lost in the shuffle because I don't see them or check them, and then all of a sudden it's been 6 months. So that's like a number 3 place to check. Anyway, thanks for watching. Will this go up on YouTube? Okay, yeah, why not? Sure, I'll do that. Anyway, that's it. Thank you. Bye.